It's not been a very happy birthday so far for the Wanderers coach. Time to turn that around. That's a good ball from Borrello. And away goes Zac Sapsford. Big chance, squares it up. And Bojidar Kraev pulls it back to 3-2. And game on now at Combank. That's what the Wanderers wanted.
Well, a nicely constructed goal. A lovely, incisive pass. Firstly, the straight pass through midfield really attracted the attention, and then Borrello scooping it out first time to Sapsford, whose positioning was excellent. It's a really good goal, this. And the masked avenger might have gone for goal himself.
Jay Barnett. Clough. Knocked off the ball fairly by Dylan Chicluna, and the Wanderers could be in here. It's Sapsford. It's a good save. It's still there though. Chance for Aidan Hammond off the crossbar, not over the line. It is now. Brandon Borrello, and the goal stands despite Adelaide complaints, and we're back to 4-3. Extraordinary.
Kraev with Brillante. Pandazopoulos wanted it. He was just about to hit the afterburners. Kleur looks long for Sapsford. Oh, he's got the better of Natta. The Wanderers in again here, and Zac Sapsford with a great finish gets his first goal of the season into the top corner. And the Wanderers do have a 3-goal cushion now.
Well, the ball over the top on the Harvey Norman replay. Mark Natta is just beaten. All ends up. And he's a handful. Zac Sapsford. Gabriel Kleur curling the ball around beautifully. I'm quite sure what Mark Natta's thinking there, but it's come up very short. Not so the finish.
Popovic, real scrap with Borrello, but the ball breaks here for the Wanderers, and they're 2-on-1 defensively. Can they make this pay? It's Sapsford at the back post. He can! He's done it again! In front of the Cove, Zac Sapsford. This derby just made for him. And again, it's in front of the Cove. 1-1 in first half stoppage time.
Well, they fired a warning earlier with a fast break. And Joe Lolly got back and snuffed that one out, but it wasn't to be this time. On the Harvey Norman replay, they win the ball and get it out wide quickly. And look at Sapsford, he's just staying away, waiting for his time. He points, wonderful pinpoint pass from Milanovic, and he tucks it away in the near post. And the sucker punch is there. Great counter-attack.
Losses across the ditch. Fancy the home side today. I just think seeing them warm up, speaking to some of the staff, a couple of the players before the game, they just seemed in the mood.
A slip from Hughes. Sapsford, it could not have started any better for Western Sydney inside the first minute. And they hit the front. Sapsford with his third of the season. And what an absolute disaster for the Phoenix and Isaac Hughes.
Well, no sooner did I mention that they're in the mood, they found the back of the net, and it comes through that mistake right there on the Harvey Norman replay. But it's wonderfully executed by Western Sydney. You can see when you have Borrello sniffing around and there's a mistake like that, and Sapsford makes no.
That's the sort of energy that Mark Jackson needs at this juncture.
He should have taken the strike first time.
Lifted in by Pandazopoulos. That should be the goalkeepers. Oh, he's dropped it! Sapsford! Another goal-line clearance. This time the block by Brian Kaltak. Alex Politics reading of the game. Again to the rescue for the Wanderers, who go down the other end. Sapsford. Did that get a touch off Macklin Creek? On the A-League ladder this evening, that following Melbourne victories. 3-0 loss to Newcastle Jets earlier. Here's Clisby, chance for an early response, only half pushed away by Devonish Mears, and that lead only lasted around 2 minutes, and wouldn't you know it, it's Zac Sapsford again. What is it about the derby and him? It's only his 7th goal in the A-League, and 4 of them have come against Sydney here at Allianz. Quite remarkable. 1-1.
Well, there are ways and times to hit back. And this about sums up the best of them from the Wanderers on the Harvey Norman replay. Devonish Mears perhaps had a little bit of his attention taken by that beautiful ball from Clisby and the first post run of Brandon Borello.
Senna trying to fend off Brillante, but there's no infringement there. And here's Brandon Borello, slides it through, beautifully done. But he's offside, Zac Sapsford. And by the look of Sapsford's face, I think he perhaps knew he went a little bit too early. The replay will tell us more. VAR will check over the pictures. It was a tidy finish, but I fancy this one's going to be ruled out. Let's see.
Well, with less defence in front, geez, doesn't it get rid of Shaw beautifully, Borello? Oh, tell you what.
I tell you, that could well be onside.
Well, here it's an instinctive finish. It's a similar type move to Sydney's. Of course, heaps of time to keep enjoying this fabulous football match.
Here's Nicholas Milanovic as the Wanderers go in search of a fourth. Sapsford! And again, Zac Sapsford. And the deflection is scrambled away off the line by Kyle Shaw.
You would probably not say, but in terms of what he's got under his belt, a season in Switzerland. Here's a backheel. Clisby! Oh, this is Western Sydney at their very best. And the former Mariner is on hand here to make it 2-0. Inside the opening 13 minutes, it could not have started any better for Western Sydney.
Well, in some senses, luck's a fortune. On the Harvey Norman replay, it's beautiful, intuitive play. Firstly, Clisby gives the give and go. He wins it, Jack, and then scores it. But the back heel through traffic from Sapsford was a beauty. Another 9 times out of 10, that doesn't come off. Another 9 times out of 10, Clisby having won the ball and getting to that point, the first touch, given the speed of the pass, is...
But importantly, do keep Sydney FC at bay. As the ball over the top, tries to find Borello, brings it down beautifully. Brandon Borello with a big opportunity, cuts back. He almost scored a second easy goal from in front, Zac Sapsford, and now Clisby blasts over.
Well, haven't Perth dodged a bullet here, and it's all of the Wanderers' own doing. I think Sapsford gets it.
Rocky Wales now will try to win it back. Wanderers maintaining possession under heavy pressure. Gabriel Fleur links up with Borello. Wonderful play again from the Wanderers, transitioning into attack. Zac Sapsford plays it across goal. Fleur leaves it. Graham has time. Bozidar Graham has plenty of time to score his 5th of the season. The Wanderers have 4, and it was beautiful end-to-end stuff. The ball movement from Western Sydney. They lead 4 goals to 1.
Well, they had to scrap like street fighters to win the ball in the initial instance, deep in their own half, but then the transition.
He will be suspended. The last one he picked up last weekend after the final whistle. For going and remonstrating. Here's Borello. Sapsford, the chance! And it's clinically slotted home, and Zac Sapsford has broken his drought. It saw him drop from kickoff, having not scored in his last 6. But on at half-time, and it's taken him just 11 minutes to break that drought and give Western Sydney the lead that their second half certainly deserves. Brandon Borello with another assist this season.
Well, there just seemed to be a tinge of frustration on the phase before this, and it's a poor ball on the Harvey Norman replay. Brandon Borello seizes on it, and he has the simplest of tasks of just rolling it square, and Sapsford tucks it away. But they've been resisting the Wanderers all night, the Jets, and then they just give it away simply. And all those frustrations.
Warming up, just the one change so far made by Rob Stanton. Good touch again from Borello. The step overs, Borello still going. Goes back now, drives it across. Oh, and Sapsford should have had a second.
little bit better from the Wanderers.
Well, I was just about to say, these last couple of minutes, they've started to get a bit of possession further up the field.
Here's Borrello trying to get through. Sapsford! 1-1. That's all it took. One sniff of an opportunity. One very convincing finish by Zac Sapsford, who scores the 9th goal of what's been a real breakout season. 1-1.
Well, right on cue. The first real passage of play that they've kept possession in the opposition half, and it ends with the ball in the back of the net on the Harvey Norman replay. Ball played in. Sapsford with the run, and the turn and finish in one. Lovely ball from Borrello, inviting the strike. And he sticks the laces through it and brings them level. And just like the last time these two met, when victory started on fire, Wanderers started to turn the tide, and it finishes with a goal. A cruel deflection takes it away, in fairness, from Jack Duncan.